sunshine, like the Germans had sang that line. April 1st, 1941, in the middle of Hitler's bad war. St. Colonels from the Queens Road Navy, just a mile from the beautiful shore.
So Thomas Cunningham, I'm sure. If I should die, they gonna diss me. That's caught around some foreign field. Oh, that is forever England.
Shelley Duvall.
And you're listening to WOOPLP, Cleveland, Tennessee. Whoop FM.
Cleveland, Tennessee. Here we are, early in the morning. Whoop Radio, 99.9. We're here. We're here at Suite 57 at the Village Green. It's Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom this morning. Get your cup of Joe and let's go this morning. We're ready to go. We got a big week.
I got my cup of Joe, Tom.
I've got me some sweet tea here. I ran out of coffee at the house this morning. Didn't have any.
I got me a little hazelnut.
Hazelnut, all right. That sounds good. All right then. Jeff, we got a lot of stuff going covered this weekend. I mean, there's a lot of news out there.
Just chock full of stuff.
I'm telling you what, basketball, March Madness is there.
Well, let me get my brackets up here. They're non-existent at this point, I believe.
I'll tell you what, if anybody is still in the brackets, apparently you don't know much about basketball. I'll say that. You just pick the teams because you like the names or mascots.
They have pretty uniforms.
Yeah, pretty uniforms. That's probably the only person right now I know that's probably still in the brackets. Well, what a shakeup in the men's and women's basketball this weekend, Jeff.
Wow.
It is phenomenal. Some of the things.
Here. Let's see some of the teams that I still have. Kentucky's still in it. I still have Kentucky up.
Yep, Kentucky's there on that part. How about Tennessee? Here we go. We're going to start about Tennessee boys right now.
Tennessee, they fell to the
Loyola
wayside.
Chicago.
My goodness.
I go to Chicago. I'm going to have to go to that school there. I'm going to visit that school next time I go to Chicago.
You know, there's a lot of history from that school. They said back in years past, they played in the NCAA tournament against Mississippi State, and the governor of Mississippi would not allow his team to play them because they played 4 black people. And Mississippi State was an all-white team at that time, and I guess segregation was going on wild and prevalent and everything, and so they had to sneak somewhere to play the game. And they played it, and Loyola won.
Loyola, Chicago.
Anyway, a little history there.
Well, there again, too, look at Cincinnati and Nevada. Nevada upset Cincinnati. I mean,
yeah.
How wild can it get? And then let's go over to the other bracket. Texas Tech beat Florida.
Xavier lost. I had them going forward.
Purdue hung in there. Purdue's all right.
Yeah, now Purdue, I've got them to win, so I'm still not out of the game yet. But
I had Tennessee to win, so I'm out of the game.
Bless your heart.
I am out of the game.
Well, it's your blood runs orange. That's what's important.
Well, that is.
Nobody's going to fault you for putting them out there.
Yeah. How about Michigan State?
Michigan State, I don't have them in my bracket. I mean, and Auburn, I had them to keep going. They got beat by Clemson. Kansas, I've got Kansas in the Sweet 16.
Hey, this is a good one. Texas A&M upset North Carolina. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, that was I did
86-65. They put a spanking on them.
You know, that's the same. We beat them, didn't we? Did we not beat Texas A&M this year? I mean, and man, that just goes to show you, Vols. You could have been playing with these people. You could play with any of them, but you let somebody sneak up on you.
You got Syracuse over Michigan
Number
State.
11 seed. Loyola was number 11 seed. and came up and snuck up and beat us.
Yeah, well, they're going to Sweet 16.
Did you see on TV they kept showing that lady, that older lady in the chair? Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Why do they keep showing her?
I don't know
what was her relevance.
I'm not sure. Is it a Christian school on that part? Is it a Catholic school? Something of that nature.
It may be.
I think she was like a mother or something like that up there. So she.
Well, she wasn't dressed like a nun.
No, she wasn't.
But they just kept showing her over and over and over. I mean, what was? I just wondered if she was somebody's mother or grandmother or something. I didn't understand.
All right, and that's basically all for the men's. A lot of upsets. If you're still in that bracket, please call us and let us know how you went about picking your brackets on that part. 614-5553, 614-5553. Call in. Also, we got the Bradley Bearettes going to be here in just a few minutes. We got one in the studio right now, and we're going to have the coach and them and talk about their season and what a great job they did representing Bradley County.
Bearettes.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
Remember that?
Let's go. Yeah, I remember it. Huh? In our time. I sure do, Jeff.
Yeah, we're going to have to tell them what role we played for the Bearettes back in the day.
Oh, I don't think we want to go there for that.
I do. I'm proud of what I did.
Are you?
Yeah, I was a gym rat for the Bearettes. We used to practice against the Bearettes.
Well, that's true.
A group
The
of
Orme
guys.
twins.
The Orme twins and you
And ourselves, yeah.
and me and one other. I can't remember this moment.
Well, Janet Ormby was on the team at the time, so
Yeah.
with the Bearettes. I think she's coaching right now.
Alicia Perry was on there, and Susan Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Kathy Gibson.
Yeah, well, all that. This was
Just
a lot of
Kathy
fun.
over now.
And that's what made those Bearettes so good. Do you girls still play against guys when you practice?
Do y'all still play against guys when you practice?
See?
Okay, we set.
We started a tradition, Tom, the gym rats.
Yeah, the gym rats. I thought you was going to start talking about the pep rally we had that time when
Tom, that's
when the football players dressed up as the girls cheerleaders and came out in front of the whole school.
I'm not going to talk about that.
I didn't think Coach Arf was going to let us play that game that night after that.
I would deny, but there's pictures out there to prove it.
It probably is. I hope there's not.
There's
What
some in
cell
the
phones
annual.
were being used then?
There's some in our annual about that pep rally.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, our pictures are in the annual.
Oh, we don't want those out. That'll ruin somebody's career. All right, a little bit about girls basketball. Let's get into little girls basketball here. We still got UConn. UConn just hammered St. Francis 140-52. How in the world can you score 140 points, Jeff, and let the dogs? I mean, just I don't understand how you just keep pounding them like that. Bring in the water boys or something like that. Let somebody else play.
Did they clear the bench? I mean,
I'm sure they did. They got a great team.
well, I mean, you need to get those girls experience,
Yeah.
So
Duke over Belmont, and Duke's still in it. Georgia over Mercer. No there. Here's another one, too. Buffalo over South Florida, 102-79. Florida State over Little Rock, Virginia. Also, South Carolina came out on top. So you got South Carolina, Buffalo. Another thing, too, on the men's basketball, we didn't say anything on that. Virginia also got beat.
yeah,
Number 1 seed got put out.
biggest upset in college basketball history. They were
We
saying.
still got Mississippi State and Oklahoma coming up on girls basketball. We got, let's see who else we got down through the list here. Arizona and Texas are still. So really not really any upsets, I don't think, right now for the ladies basketball that really sticks out like the men's on that part.
Well, looks like we. I thought we had a caller, but it's just this light above us here that just
We got to get that light
keeps
fixed.
We're going to think there's callers calling in all the time.
It's blinking.
Sort of like a phantom vibration on the cell phone on your hip. You think it's ringing, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Tom, what time are those Bearettes coming in here?
They're 7:15. They should be coming in here any minute now.
A
So
lot of donuts ready for
yeah,
them.
we got some donuts. We got breakfast of champions in here for them to eat this morning. Give them their sugar high, but they don't have to practice. I'm sure they're off for a few weeks before they get back into the light of things?
They're in workout mode.
Are they in
now.
workout
Yeah, they
mode
have to
now?
work
Is
out,
it? Is it? Yeah, AAU season coming up.
AAU.
Okay, so it's a year-round thing. We'll get inside that. All right, Jeff. Let's go to how about the weather? What's happening in the weather right now?
Well, there's going to be scattered thunderstorms today, believe it or not. I mean, the birds were really chirping out there. It was really, really nice coming in. Those birds seemed like they were competing against one another whenever we were coming in today. Just who could sing the loudest. But scattered thunderstorms, a high of 67. Right now outside it's 54 degrees, cloudy, and they say it feels just like 54. So the UV index is 0 out of 10.
All right.
So you don't have to have any sunscreen. And tonight we got a low of 52, 100% chance of rain tonight, 60% throughout the day. And Tuesday, a high of 59 with a 50-50 chance of rain. And Tuesday night, a low of 34 and 40% chance of rain. It looks like we're going to get all the way down to Wednesday before we see that sun peeking out.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was nice this weekend. I actually got out yesterday afternoon and played golf. Played 18 holes. Worked a little sweat out.
Yeah, it's warm out there. We
So-
went to the Shamrock City up there, Rock City. They put on a festival for St. Patrick's Day, and we
Okay.
went up there. Maybe Jessa and I, and had a great time. They had the Celtic music. They had bagpipes for Scottish music, and then they had other kind of bands up there playing, and it was just a really, really nice event. Had a great time. Got a little, and I fit right in up there with my red hair.
Well, they got those little people up there, don't they? What are they
See, I
called
slid
again?
that right by you. I slid that
What
right
is
by
those little people called again?
Gnomes.
Gnomes.
Oh, my wife loves them.
Oh, she loves them. Hey,
She
if
wanted
you,
to bring
if you,
home a little pet gnome.
gnome, put them out there.
We had gnome jokes flying all day. You should have known.
You should know. All right. Well, Jeff, let's go. We got most of the basketball team coming in the studio. Let's go to a song, get them hooked up and everything wired up. And from there
You can
we'll-
live stream with us at www.whoopfm.com. You can see these lovely ladies and watch them as they talk to us. www.whoopfm.com, and you can call in and ask questions at 614-5553. Take us to a song, Tom. What are we going to hear?
All right, here we got some Blackwater with some Doobie Brothers here back in 1975.
Blackwater.
Well, I built me her raft and she's ready for flow. Oh, Mississippi, she's calling my name. Catfish are jumping, that paddle wheel bumping. Blackwater keep rolling on past just the same. Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Yeah, keep on shining your light. Gonna make everything great. Mama gonna make everything alright. And I ain't got no worries, 'cause I ain't in no hurry at all. Well, if it rains, I don't care. Don't make no difference to me. Just take that speaker, let's go in the town. Yeah, I like to hear some funky Dixieland and dance a honky tonk. And I'll be buying everybody drinks all around. Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me?
me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long.
I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand.
By the hand, take me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long.
I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand.
By the hand, take me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long.
I'd like to hear some funky Dixieland. Pretty mama, come and take me by the hand.
By the hand, take me by the hand, pretty mama, come and dance with your daddy all night long.
I'd like to hear some
Funky Dixieland, pretty mama, gonna take me by the hand. All right, then we got a little Doobie Brothers there, Jeff.
That was Doobie Brothers plus Tom.
Plus
Yeah.
Tom there.
You got a little bass going on. I
That's
like
it,
that.
buddy. I love
Little
it.
Back bass going. Woo! Do it.
Love
I mean,
it.
you got to do that some more.
Yeah, we'll try that later
We'll
on.
put you in the church choir.
Yeah, there you go. I stand back there right with Jimmy Logan. I'll stand beside Jimmy. How about that?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'll hold his hand. We'll pray together.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would. Awesome.
Just awesome.
All right. Right now on the radio station, we've got the Bearettes, and everybody's here. I guess most of the team is here on that part. So,
Still missing a few, Tommy.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're going to Coach.
We got 13 on the
Coach
squad.
Ritter is here. How about introducing these fine ladies?
Well, we'll start here with, to my left, this is Camry Mayo, sophomore. We've got Hannah Lombard, a junior. Caitlin Holander, a junior. Anna Roberts, a junior. Kelsey Carmen, freshman. We've got a very
Huh?
select few freshmen make this team. So,
That's right.
and Jemiah Williams, freshman. So we got some on their way. We've got 13 on the squad. Forgive us, it's first day back from spring break.
yeah.
Tell all your friends they can live stream www.whoopfm.com. They can see you right here in the studio, and they can hear us as well whenever. Tell them about it. Get them on there.
Ask them to call in. Get your parents to call in. Say hi, shout outs to anybody. Anybody want to do a shout out to their mom and dad while we're on the station? Anybody? They direct traffic out there on the floor that well,
My mom's
Coach.
not listening, and that's listening.
Your mom's listening. Your mom's listening. Okay. All
Shout
right.
out to Tammy.
Yeah.
Tam.
614-5553. That's 614-5553. If you want to ask Coach here, Coach Ritter, or the girls a question on the basketball season this year, Coach, let's start out a little bit about your basketball season. It's a phenomenal season. Girls, again, I want to say I'm very proud of what y'all have done for Bradley County, representing Bradley County in the manner y'all did and what y'all did. So I know the future's still bright, but this year was a great year, and you've got nothing to be proud of. Hey, hold your heads up high, okay?
Everything to be proud of.
Yeah.
And, you have a lot of fans out there. You had a lot at the games, but you had a lot of others that were just out there cheering you on and listening and all that sort of thing. So you held yourself very well. You were great ambassadors for our community. So that's what we really want to brag on you about. And you had a great record, too. Tell us about that. Just beat everybody.
We did. We had a very good year. There's only going to be one happy team when it's over, and it's we got some more kids walking in here, guys. But yeah, we I'm not a very good self-promoter probably, but the record speaks for itself. We were 33-1. We were ranked final AP poll. We were ranked number 2 in the state behind Riverdale, which Riverdale won it.
Right.
We were nationally ranked. I think I saw the final USA Today poll. We were 32 or 3 in the nation. I don't have any friends at the USA Today, so that's not coming from any political point of view. That's just unbiased ranking by the USA Today. So we had a great year. We wish we could have won one more round. We got to Final Four and lost a very close game to Houston High School, team which we had beaten by 17 in December on a neutral floor at East Hamilton in that little East-West Classic. But it stings for a while, but these kids are pretty resilient. They bounce back, and my mind is already racing, thinking about next year.
Yeah.
I want to ask something about the venue that where the state tournament has been over there in Murfreesboro at MTSU since I can remember. Back when I was in high school, it was always over there. But I want to ask some of the ladies, does that gym present problems with the spatial aspects of it, you know, with it being so wide and broad, and then the glass, all that glass, does it create any kind of spatial problems with the shooting or the adjustments of being in another gym or anything like that, or did you even think about that stuff?
I mean, the only problem was it with the lights. I mean, if you shot it, like, the light was glaring. But, I mean, we've practiced on a court that big, and then we practiced at UTC before we went to MTSU, so we were used to it, so.
Yeah, I'm not talking really about the size of the court. I'm thinking more about the way the windows are, and it just seems like it's more open and wide, and just I don't know. It just seems like to me it could create some spatial adjustments that have to be made.
Well, Jeff, yeah, you're right. I could, you know, I'm getting older, but I haven't forgot what it's like to be a player. When you practice and play in gyms in high school where the backdrop is much closer, what
Right,
you're getting
exactly,
at.
the backdrop.
You feel like you're shooting in a field where versus you have all this peripheral, you know, banners, advertisements,
Right,
whatever hanging
right.
around, and so it can be a little bit. Obviously, it's different. But Hannah alluded to the lights. My daughter just finished her career at MTSU, and Rebecca. But I remember when her freshman year, between her freshman and sophomore year, they put new lighting systems. So when you look up, you know, if you're not focusing on that rim and you just look up, those lights are very bright and they're almost blinding. Now,
Yeah.
if you practice in that every day, you would probably become accustomed to them and
Right.
wouldn't pay attention. But I can remember when they changed the lights, and I looked up and thought, man, this is blinding. You know, of course, you have to adjust to that. But the depth perception, we go to summer camp there every year, and I go there for two reasons. Number one, it's probably the best camp in Tennessee. You get to play the top teams from Middle Tennessee. And number two, we go to get, what do you think, girls? 3 or 4 games on that floor when we go to camp?
Yeah.
We go up there and play 9 games in 3 days, and we get at least 3 games on that floor. So
Yeah.
we prepare. We want to begin our summer journey in June, where we want to end our year, and that's kind of our slogan. And but there is a depth perception. There's many teams come in there and just live and die on the 3-pointer, and they get in the glass house,
Right.
and you know, instead of hitting 10, 12 threes, they have one of those nights where they go 4 for 25 or whatever,
Yeah.
and I've seen it happen. Luckily, our team was not built to live and die on the 3, but we shot a lot of threes. Most threes any girls' team I've ever coached this year. But your point is well taken. It can be just the familiarity with the backdrop. It can be an issue, but
I'm not trying to make excuses. I mean,
No,
it's the
yeah.
same for
Same for every
everybody.
team,
It's
yeah.
the same for everybody. It's just I wondered if that came to mind when
Well-
they were playing over there.
I'm in that gym. I've been in that gym so many times. It's almost like walking into a second home. Just from summer camps to watching my daughter play. So I'm not the guy shooting and scoring. They are, but it is it's definitely an advantage to be able to get on that floor as many times as possible. And obviously, you can, without me without mentioning any names, you got a lot of schools that are within just a few minutes of the Murphy Center, and anytime they're having an open camp or something, they're probably going to be there so they can get their kids. It was back when I was with Kent Smith and the boys. They used to play it was a few years they played the district, the region, sub-state, and the state tournament at the Murphy Center, and finally TSSAA got wise and said, that's just too much of an advantage for
Yeah.
an Oakland, a Riverdale. That's where they even had a Blackman, Tommy, and these other
Yeah.
schools. So
Well, my sister played for the Bearettes back in the day. She played for Coach Jim Smitty, and they went to the state tournament and while she was there, and enjoyed that. Her name's Ginger Harness right now. She's a teacher at Blythe Blythe Bower School.
I know
PE
Ginger
teacher.
very well. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
And anyway,
And she played at Lee after
yeah,
that.
she went to
Well,
Lee on
Lee.
scholarship and played over there for Coach Souther.
All right. And we were talking earlier about gym rats, and Coach Reuter was kind of wide-eyed, but Jeff, again, we were gym rats in there for Coach Smitty.
That's right.
The guys, football teams, he pulled.
And that's the first time that
Yeah.
it was when we were juniors and seniors, but when we were freshmen and sophomore, I don't think they did that. So
No.
we were the first gym rats.
Gym rats. He pulled the football players out, scrimmage against the
You're
girls.
one about.
And I'm telling you, like I said, he wouldn't let us shoot the ball. And we always had to play defense. Well, is there a reason for that? And I said, Coach, let me do.
I got to
Let's
shoot
shoot.
some.
He says, Tommy, that scratchy voice, Tommy, just play defense. I don't want to hear you complain. Just play defense. So,
We do the same thing occasionally. Now, we get the JV boys, freshmen or sophomores. Sometimes, some years more than others. It just depends on. We're at the mercy of their schedule. A lot of times, freshman boys play. Say Monday, Thursday, and then
Yeah.
we're playing Tuesday, Friday. So
Right.
sometimes we're limited, but we still get the guys in there and play against us. Now, you're two of about 20 guys over the years have told me that they were Jim Smitty's gym rats. You're two of about 20. Maybe you guys should have a reunion. Get a little T-shirt going or something. But I've heard these
We did have
stories.
shirts in the day. We had our shirts.
Yeah, I think
we were wearing shirts and skins.
I would say some of those girls were pretty hard to guard. I would say.
Oh,
They were.
absolutely.
Who were some of the people you were guarding back then?
Janet Omby.
Yeah, Janet Omby.
Janet
Susan
Omby was on.
Rollins
Susan
was
Rollins.
our point guard, and Leisha Perry,
Alicia Perry,
and
Kathy Gibson. So there were some players out there.
They changed the probably the biggest improvement they ever made to the girls' game, and I was far removed from everything I was coaching girls. In 1980 or 81, I believe, they changed the size of the ball. You guys realize that?
oh yeah,
They made it 1 inch smaller.
hmm
Yep.
So which ball did y'all went with, the men's or women's?
We were playing with the men's,
Men's.
but then when my sister came on, that's when they
Yeah.
changed the size of the ball.
I don't know. We never got to shoot. We never got to handle the ball.
You just got a rebound.
We just had to just push and shove. It was like a dummy blockies out there, just kept pushing and shoving and just fouling them hard, making sure they can get shots off. That's all we did.
his philosophy, and it's the same way with mine. If genetically, guys, we're just bigger, and a little bit longer, jump an inch two or higher, whatever. The philosophy is if we can score on against some pretty athletic, and we don't need senior guys out there that weigh 225 knocking us around, whatever. But we need competition, and that's the philosophy is. Make practice tougher than the game. You've heard this before.
Exactly.
If practice is tougher than the game, then the game will be easy. So that's what Coach Smitty was doing. That's what I still do, and I'm not, not the only one.
Yeah.
Let's
Them
get
girls-
some of these girls in the conversation here. Tell me, step up to
Who
the
wants
mic and
to step
tell
up
us,
to the
and
mic
tell me
here?
what your favorite shot is. What's your go-to shot?
Here we got Miss
Yeah,
Hughes
Mrs.
over here. Miss Hughes
what's
going
your-
to step right on
Yeah,
up.
give
Here
your
we
name,
go.
give your name, and then tell us your favorite shot.
Okay. I'm Kaylee Hughes, and my go-to shot will be the three, of course. But
Which we're on top of the key, on the sides, or
yeah, like in between, not
In
quite
bet- oh.
the corner, not
Okay.
quite the top.
oh, cool.
Move around.
All right, good stuff. All right, who else?
Here we got. We got. Anybody else wants to get up here and talk about it? Come on, ladies. Some of the things that you.
Give us some some of your memorable experiences through the course of your career, Bradley Central.
I would say most likely state, which is obvious, but then just like winning all of our region and district and everything like that, I'll never forget those moments.
What's your name?
Anna Walker.
Okay.
That's great.
All right. We
Tell
got
your dad Bart hello for me.
and also in the studio we got Miss Tennessee, Miss Basketball too, Miss Howard. Miss Howard, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
Good. How was it? How would you think about your teammates and stuff? You were through the 4 years that you've been through there. What do you have to say to the girls as you were leaving out? What would you like to say to them?
Good luck next year.
Good luck next year. I'm moving on to Kentucky, huh? So, I'll tell you.
I'd like to know what went behind your decision to go to Kentucky. What was that all about? I mean, what happened there?
It's mostly the coaching staff and my teammates that are going to be up there.
Oh, okay. What other teammates are going to be up there?
Well, I know some of the team from AAU.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great.
Now, AAU is another thing too, Coach, that you have coming up. That I think most of these girls play on. Girls, all y'all play on the AAU team this season. So y'all start up now, and I guess it's a year-round thing now, isn't it, Coach?
Pretty much, Tom. I just left Jim in Knoxville with my daughter and Murmur Jamarian back here. AAU is a lot of teams have been off. You got to understand, for a while. When you make it to the Final Four, we just finished a little over a week ago. So some of these girls have been done for a month. You get knocked out in the district, or if you get knocked out in the region. So AAU is, you're right, year round. It's not totally year round, but you're probably playing 10 out of 12 months a year now. If you're most girls are. You don't have to. Some people are still playing multiple sports, but it's becoming more specialized at a younger age. We're about the same age. I think you guys got a couple years on me, but I'm saying that a lot of us would play multiple sports, and then maybe your senior year or junior year, you might narrow it down to one, but it's becoming more popular now to, kids are specializing by middle school, playing one sport because we didn't have these opportunities to play year round.
No.
A lot of it is driven by money, to be honest with you.
Right. It's
And a
become
lot
an
of it
industry.
Is opportunities for kids to get exposure. What's a college coach doing during basketball season? They're practicing or they're playing.
They're playing.
All
Yeah.
right. In the summer, they have restrictions, but in the summer they are much more free to come and watch.
Ah.
So these people have these exposure tournaments, and you get kids coming in on some of the best teams in the country, and coaches all can emerge into one city, say Nashville or Louisville or Atlanta, and watch thousands of kids in one weekend versus, Holly Warwick, for example, 80 miles up the road. How many games can she go to during basketball season? Very few.
Right.
If she does, they're going to be within 60, 70 miles of her home. So that's what's the driving force. There's a need for it, and college coaches have bought into it, and I don't think it's going to go away.
Well, as a high school coach, do you have any concerns about the different methods of the different coaches? Do they try to? They don't try to change their fundamentals, I hope, or they don't try to go against what you're trying to coach
Well, no. It's like two separate entities altogether. I guess what I'm saying is when they go play for an AAU team, they're under that coach's command. Now, I'm going to know these kids a lot more off the court, and no offense to an AAU coach,
Right.
but he can't tell you what Anna Walker's first period English teacher's name is.
Right, right.
So I'm much more day-to-day hands-on with
Right.
them, but they're not. As far as changing it, it doesn't matter what philosophy their coach has. When they come play for me, they're going to do it my way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Coach, too, your 8 years you got almost a 98% winning record, and for the last 3 years you've gone 97-7. That's got to be a great accomplishment on your part throughout the last 4 years. So, what do you have to say about
Well, I've
that?
been
That's
blessed to have a lot
tremendous.
of good players. Behind every good coach is good players. I'm not saying I'm a good coach, but behind every winning coach is good players. This is a joint effort here. This is a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. There's a lot of, these kids you see in this room, they didn't get here by accident. Somebody invested in them. Parents, grandparents. There's a lot of effort to get these girls where they are. I just didn't come over and sprinkle magic dust on Ryan Howard's head. She was blessed with a lot of talent. Every girl in there has their own unique talent. This team was very unselfish. They were a joy to coach. I've had a lot of great players over the years, but, winning percentages. I didn't get into this business for winning percentages, but I think their hard work and their talent and their dedication has produced the numbers you're putting off. And, I'm blessed. I'm a blessed guy. There's a lot of guys that would be envious of, we had a little lull there when they opened, this used to be two schools in this. Well, there's one school, actually, Bradley, then you opened Cleveland in the 60s, then you opened Walker Valley. Tom, you watched it. Your daughter played. Your daughter was a Bearette.
Right.
Jeff, you're talking about your sister. There was no Walker Valley then, so, the dispersion of the kids got moved around a little bit, but we had a little lull there at Bradley High for a little while, but I'm glad to see that that Bearette tradition is carrying on. There's a lot of pride. There's people that I see coming to the games that were coming to the games when you were in high school.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a unique situation. A lot of schools do not have that tradition. They don't have that history, and that's something that I don't take for granted. I think these girls will understand that even more as they get older.
Coach, let me ask you another question too. It's, the transition from you mentioned earlier from the boys to girls. How was that for you? It had to be something because, boys you do one thing, girls you have to do totally different. Any ladies y'all want to say anything about the coaches? This is time now. He's not going to hold you at anything. There's no lines. No, we're not having to line up on the lines and run lines or anything. But that has to be a tough. Yeah.
Only Ryan.
But that had to be a transition on that part, Coach. On that, as far as going from boys to girls. I mean, it's just like,
But it's still basketball. I've had people ask me that 100 times. I've been asked that question. Sometimes maybe good Lord's putting you in a place that you don't know. I started coaching AAU girls on the side while I was a boys assistant under Kent because my daughter Rebecca, they didn't have a team in the community. And I had a group of parents come to me and said, you help us here. You can do this. You can do this. So reluctantly, I started coaching girls AAU. I think they were about 5th graders. So the stage was setting for me, and I didn't even know this. 3-4 years of that, and then next thing you know, the job come open there on the girls' side, and my principal asked me to take the job, and that's how it just, it's funny how you get put in situations you don't know that are leading you into another situation. I had no idea that when I was coaching 5th grade AAU, then they were 6th graders and they were 7th graders, that I would be setting the stage.
It's a God thing.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't want to get too religious this morning, but I think maybe God was putting me in a position He wanted me to be in. You can ask these girls, and I will leave it open-ended for them. There'll be no
disciplinary actions, ladies. Nothing at all.
Ask them, girls, do you think I coach you any different than I would if you were boys?
No.
No.
Coach Tinsley's over here behind me. You need to get her on the mic.
Coach Tinsley, come on over.
You can live stream with us at www.whoopfm.com. You can see these lovely ladies, and you're on the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. Good morning.
Good
Welcome.
morning, guys.
Good morning. So tell us about the season a little bit. Go through the season a little bit for us. How y'all got to where you were at.
Well,
Some of the ups and downs.
for us as coaches, last year we graduated 4 seniors, or 5 seniors, 4 starters, and then our 6th man from last year transferred on us. And so everybody said, you can't do it again. We heard that over and over and over and over. And so these girls were set out to prove them wrong. And so the amount of time and effort these girls put in this program, it's amazing. I was a Bearette. I graduated in 98. I paid for Paul Cretton, who's now at Walker Valley. Great man, great coach. But every time we play Walker Valley, I want to beat him.
Yeah, that's right.
So I pull for them every game except for us. So, but these girls, Coach Reeder said it best. They're resilient. They wanted to go out and just prove everybody wrong that we couldn't be back to where we were again. So it's been a great year.
What about their work ethic? Are they good practicers?
They're amazing. I think this is the most fun at practice we've had because these girls compete so hard every day. If they're a freshman, they're competing against the older girls for maybe JV playing time. The JVs are competing with the varsity girls for playing time, and then, they're pushing. Every day it was a battle, and there's no way we were 33-1 without, our underclassmen practicing against them hard every single day.
That's great stuff.
That's a commitment. At the sub-state there at Bradley, I was really, and I think the years coming up are going to be even better than they are now because, Coach, when the last minute, when you put your bench in there and they were still pressing, they ran that ball up the floor, they pressed it, they made the shots, they went to the free throw line, made it. They didn't miss a beat. Usually they would turn it over, but to me at that point, I said, wow. You got a group of ladies that can come off the bench and still compete on that level and not turn the ball over. I was very impressed, just not the starters, but the ones that came off the bench also.
Yeah, I'm glad to say that you paid attention all the way to the end of the game.
I didn't fall asleep, I promise you.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride. So I've had some people ask, you're up 30 points, you're up 40 points, and you're coaching. I'm coaching the girls at the end of the game just like I would at the start of the game. And I've had some people ask me, why do you do that? And I said, because that's our future.
That's right.
We may not be pressing you, we may not be trapping you up 40, but if Anna Mahoning comes in and makes a mistake with 2 minutes left, I'm going to, just because we're at 40, I'm not going to lower our standards. Do you understand? So I think that's part of our what you saw as girls coming in knowing that they're going to be critiqued and held accountable. I tell them they're always on interview. They're always being scrutinized. And maybe some people can't handle it. I don't know, but I'll just tell you, to be on this team, I'm going to praise you, but I'm also going to be very critical. And I want, these girls, when Jemiah Williams gets in, Kelsey Carmen, they know that they're going to be watched, and I'm always looking towards the future. So I think what you saw was girls hungry for those few minutes, and they knew that Coach Reuter was going to be watching very closely. So that's what you saw.
I just think I was impressed in which you prepared them for that level to step in. I can see the next couple of years is going to be even better than what you had this year. It's going to continue.
You put a lot of pressure on them. 33-1. I'm losing Miss Basketball here.
No, I'm a supporter of you guys. I really am. I think
I appreciate that. You've always supported us in our golf tournaments and advertised with us. We appreciate that. Trust me.
Yeah,
it means a lot to us.
Well, we do on that part. So, Jeff, ladies, you got anything else? Anybody else wants to do a shout-out to the parents or anything? Anybody?
Tell us some more. We got one favorite shot. What are some of your other favorite shots? Give your name and tell us what your favorite shot on the floor is.
Marion Blair.
Marion Blair.
Here we go.
Yeah, give us your name. Give us your name and what your favorite shot is.
My name's Demarion Blair, and my favorite shot would have to be the mid-range shot.
15 feet or so?
Yeah.
Okay. All around, or just on one of the sides of the foul line, or where?
One of the sides of the foul line.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Now let's ask another question about practice. What's one of the worst things you hate about practice? Is it running lines, suicides, what? I mean, running steps. What is it that you dread the most in that part?
Do they make them run anymore? Do they have to run?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do have to run steps, don't they?
Come on, ladies. You have to run. You have to run.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But I would have to say one-on-one because it's just so hard.
So hard because of why? Size? Or just quickness?
Well, with me, it's my size. I can't win because I have to go against girls that are like a whole foot taller than me. But it's okay. Yeah.
So one-on-one. What about anybody else? Anybody else got anything suicides or anything that you? Does a coach ever drag them? Let me ask you this: you got a weight ball, don't you? Does he make you run it across over your head, run around the gym sometimes for not? Huh?
You don't give him no ideas.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, or does he get out where y'all not clicking at all, and he just takes a trash can, pulls it out to center court, and said, "Okay, ladies, we're gonna run." Has he ever done that before? You never done that before? No? Well, that's what boys do. I mean, they'll do that on us, didn't they, Jeff? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Put it out there. Let it
You
sit
have
out
to
there.
run for others' mistakes. They do that every now and then.
Let me ask you this. Y'all watch films? Do y'all watch films before you play? Do you have a film day and everything? Do you go through and who you're guarding and what you're going to do and how that first move is, where the hips turn and the first step? Do you do that like coaching? That's something new that everybody's doing. I mean, we didn't do that, but I don't think Coach Smitty did that on that part.
I don't know what he did. He did something right, though. I know that. Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies, y'all got anything else for us that you can think of? Coach?
I would just like to, we've been out. You got to remember, guys, you're kind of in unique territory here. We haven't been together as a group since we lost 2 Fridays ago. So we lost 11:30 game by 3 points. Very emotional. And we left and went our separate ways. Everybody had somebody there, a parent, whatever.
Right.
So we've been on spring break. So this is our first uniting since that last game. So we were going to have a meeting. We're going to have one right after school at 3:30 today and talk about what the future holds. And, they deserve a couple weeks off.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll start back. They don't even know this. We'll start back doing some conditioning and weight training. And some of these girls move on to other sports.
We got
Here's your opportunity, ladies. I'm telling you.
We got a scoop right here on Whoop FM that going to start back conditioning right away.
We'll talk in private this afternoon at 3:30, or as soon as school gets out. We'll meet in our team room. But I would like to say this while I've got this opportunity and this type of audience. We would like to thank people that supported us, everything from financially to just being there and just coming to a ball game. It means a lot to me and these kids when they look up in the stands and they see people supporting them. And we live in a busy time. You're talking about, do we watch film? Yeah, we have technology now that I can go and pull up a film. I could use your laptop here and we can pull up every game I have. It's in a huddle is what it's called. Mm-hmm. It's a service we pay for. So the technology is that we have the technology now that colleges would have had just 4 or 5 years ago. But with time is always ticking. And obviously me and Coach Tinsley and Coach Frazier couldn't be there this morning, but we also teach and we coach. So time is such a valuable asset. We don't get to go in and shut the office door and say, I've got, from 8 in the morning until noon to break. So we have to be very wise with our time, but couldn't be any prouder. I know we came up a little short, but one of the most enjoyable years I've had coaching this bunch of girls.
Great. Good stuff. Well, we want to say thank you for everything, and thank you for conducting yourselves in such a fine manner, and thank you for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And you could have been anywhere this morning, but you came and got some donuts. And
You can take those donuts with you too,
Yeah.
ladies. Okay,
Spend
we're
some time
leaving the
with us.
studio here.
Thank you for spending time with us today.
Yeah. Again, congratulations, girls, to a great season. Keep your heads up. We're proud of you. Everybody in Bradley County is proud of you.
Tom and I
So-
are from the class of 1981. You
81.
made us proud.
Yep, made us proud. So keep the tradition going. That's all I can say. Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate both of you guys in here and all the Bearettes. So take your donuts. That's a breakfast of champions now.
Barrett's,
Yeah.
Barrett's.
No, it hasn't. Ladies, I appreciate it.
Take care. Thank you. Thank you much.
Well, Jeff, let's go to another song here.
All right.
Long Cold Woman here with the Hollies. Here we go. Lady in Black. Hey, take those back.
I
listening to the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. We have a caller on the line. You're live. Good morning. Oh, couldn't wait that long. Sorry about that. Well, when you call in right in the middle of a song, we're going to have to wait till the song's over before we get to you. So apologize for that. If you want to call back in, you can reach us at 614-5553. That's 614-5553. Or you can live stream with us at www.whoopfm.com.
Jeff, as they were leaving, too, we got a word of Coach Reuter. 8 years has never been Coach of the Year for the district, I guess it is.
Tell me that record again.
The record, 97-7. The last 3 years.
97.
Yeah, and 98, not about just right, 98% winning percentage over his 8 years.
Okay.
He's never been nominated, never been
awarded Coach of the Year in our district.
I guess.
And the coaches of the district vote for that. And come on, guys and gals, you should be ashamed now. It's time. You lay your jealousies aside, and the man's done a great job. You have to give it to him. They say that they always nominate or they always appoint or award the coach that has the best chance of beating them. There's so much jealousy there.
There you go.
All right, we've got a caller calling in, and you're live with Jeff, the Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going this
Good morning.
How y'all today?
Dad is doing good. That's Dad from Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. We're worldwide on the World Wide Web. Good morning, Mr. Cassida.
Hey, y'all had a good show this morning.
We have. We've had a lot of fun. Man, they go by fast whenever you're having fun.
They do. Well, I just wish y'all a good week. Hope you have a good show again tomorrow.
All right.
How's the weather up here, Dad, in Richmond?
It's 40 degrees this morning and going to rain tomorrow, and they're supposed to have 1 to 2 inches of snow Wednesday.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. 1 to 2 inches on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh my goodness!
I'm serious.
I think here it's supposed to be up in the 60s, I believe, on Saturday coming up.
Well, I'll trade you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Saturday. It's supposed to be 67 with rain. Yeah.
It won't be here. High Wednesday is going to be 37 degrees.
All right.
Wow. I hope those redbuds survive, and then the dogwoods are coming out here in the next couple of weeks.
Full bloom up here.
The dogwoods already?
Oh yeah, they're full bloom. Yeah.
Oh my, we're behind a little bit then. They come out around Easter down here.
Yeah.
So it won't be
All right,
long.
well, you guys go have a good week.
All right, Dad. Listen to the end of the show here in about 3 or 4 minutes. I got a song I'm playing for you, okay?
Oh, okay.
A song's going to be out for you here, coming out.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
All right, love you.
Take care, Mr. Casta.
Oh, it was great to hear from Dad in the morning. It's on a Monday morning.
You better believe it.
Yeah, that part. Again, both Tennessee boys and girls are out of the NCAA tournament. Their seasons is cut short, so I guess I'd pull for Kentucky now, since we had Miss Tennessee in here. We're going to Kentucky. Pull for the boys on that part. I mean,
be pulling
SEC.
by yourself. No.
Yeah.
No,
I think the SEC boys have only got 3 SEC teams left in the tournament, Jeff, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well.
So you got to pull for somebody.
Okay, I do have to pull for somebody, but it's not going to be them.
Oh, all right.
Some things you just can't do. I mean, just like pulling for Alabama in football, it's hard to do.
Hard to do. Hard to do. Well, on the anything else you got, Jeff? Anything? Do anything else this weekend?
Well, we no, not really. Just that Shamrock City was a lot of fun. We had a big time up there, and it was very nice, and they do nice things up there for festivals and things like that. We had a really good time. There's a lot of news that we could go into, but we just don't have time. I want to give it better time, perhaps tomorrow or something.
Okay.
But all these things about the McCabe firing and all of that, I mean, there's just a lot.
Corker's life after office. We're going to get into that too. Talk about a little bit of that.
Well, we can. Sure we can. There's just so much. So, but anyway, we had a good time today with the Bradley Bearettes and Coach Reuter, and we're glad that they came in, and Coach Tinsley. We had a good time with you guys. Thanks for coming. Try to listen to us here at www.whoopfm.com and live stream with us. Get your friends to do so. We're here every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we're from 7 to 8 a.m. And we try to talk about relevant things of the day, and we try to have guests, and we just have a good time here, Tom. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a lot of fun. And also, too, don't forget, all you people out there running for office, you have an open slot here at Morning Jive with Jeff and Tom. We'll give you 15, 20 minutes. You can come in and promote yourself as a candidate. Just have to call the station here or get on Facebook and let us know what day and time you want to come in.
Call one of us. You could call one of us. Just call one of us, and we'll put you in a slot. And, free airtime. You can't beat it. Come on. And we'd love to have you in. We're going to ask you just a few questions, and nothing that you can't handle, and let the people know what you're about.
Yep. And where you want to take the county or city at.
That's
where
right.
You want, what things you got importance to yourself. So, well, Jeff, I think that'll close us down for this hour there. We're going to come out of here there. This is a song from my dad here. He's Barrett William, and they used to call him Willie. So this is Little Willie from Sweet. So here we go a little bit. Dad, this is for you out here. Okay?
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, God bless you.
Market, and more. Come see us at the U.S. Money Shops warehouse located at 460 South Lee Highway in Cleveland. The sale is only Thursday, December.
No dealers allowed. Jackson Ketnever, family owned and operated in Cleveland since 1933, offering the best With over 70 styles of recliners, sofas, electronic lift chairs, full living room packages. Call Mike now at 961-7239 because Jackson Catnapper now offers sales to the public
every Saturday. That's right, every Saturday.
From 8 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Or call Mike at 961-7239 or go see him
every Saturday
at 1911 King Edward Avenue, just across from the main plant. Jackson